Imagine waking up 10 years from now and realizing your life is nothing but recycled excuses. You scroll through social media and see a former classmate giving interviews about a company worth millions, an idea you once debated over chai. Your empire never materialized, not because you lacked talent, but because you obeyed laziness while they served legacy. This story is about the silent war you fight every morning between the pillow and the purpose. Laziness says, stay comfortable, you've earned it. Legacy whispers, move, or your bloodline will forget your name. Every daily choice, what you eat, what you read, when you wake up, is a soldier on one of these sides. Laziness isn't rest. Rest restores. Laziness rots. It's a strategist offering dopamine in cheap, addictive forms. Just one more scroll. One more video. One more excuse. Legacy is not fame. Fame is applause from strangers. Legacy is impact on descendants. It demands pain up front but rewards you with compound dignity. Laziness is like a seductive landlord, renting you comfort by the hour. The rent feels cheap, just one more episode, one more snack, until you realize you've mortgaged a decade. Legacy is the stubborn farmer, sowing seeds under a burning sun. Results come slow. But the harvest feeds generations. Your brain evolved on savannas. Energy conservation was survival. There were predators. Now there are none. But your neurons still chant, save calories. So modern life gave you the perfect trap, comfort everywhere. Swipe, scroll, tap, lie down. Each action gives you dopamine once earned only after hunting for hours. Yet there are deeper circuits. Circuits craving serotonin and endorphins, the kind triggered only by earned achievements. Writing a book. Launching a business. Finishing a hard workout. Laziness takes the fast path. Legacy takes the slow one. One spikes, the other sustains. Now look around. Streaming apps autoplay for you. Food apps gamify orders. Notifications distract you into oblivion. The system was not built for greatness. It was built for consumption. Turn off autoplay. Grayscale your phone. Don't make willpower fight a war you can solve with settings. Tata planted trees outside Jamshedpur steel plant decades ago. Today they shade workers, reduce heat, and brand the company as socially conscious. That's compound legacy. One disciplined act. One long-term reward. Every skill you learn today becomes equity in your future freedom. But there's a hidden cost we never talk about. The laziness tax. It doesn't show up in your wallet. It shows up in your waistline, your regrets, your midlife crisis. You skip workouts, eat trash, avoid challenges. You borrow time from your future and pay it back with interest. Regret is always expensive. Think about this, Chanakya slept on a straw mat even after building an empire. Why? Because silk softened strategy. Nikola Tesla worked at 3 a.m. under flickering hotel lights. Why? Because obsession doesn't wait for motivation. Legacy is uncomfortable. But it's also unforgettable. Scientific studies show those who invest in skill building early, even without external rewards, earn more and suffer less later. The cost of comfort isn't immediate. But it is final. What if, is a question that haunts those who chose easy over effort. There's a window, roughly 30 seconds, after every decision spark. In that moment, you either act and build momentum or delay and train your brain to file dreams under fantasy. You wake up. Laziness says, 5 more minutes. Legacy says, stand up. Write. Move. Build. Pain is data. Ice baths. Cold showers. Difficult calls. No sugar days. These are your modern tapas, voluntary pain that builds unshakable strength. Every time you run toward discomfort, you're training for a war that most people don't even know exists. Motivation is unreliable. It's caffeine. Systems are water. Build a life that works without your permission. Gym partners. Automatic sips. Digital contracts. Public goals. Set traps that pull you forward even on your worst day. Now look at your circle. What do they talk about? Gossip? Netflix? Complaints? Or do they debate ideas, share books, challenge each other? You are not a lone warrior. You are a mirror of your tribe. Audit your environment or it will quietly downgrade you. Write a letter from your 80-year-old self. Describe an ideal day. A morning with no regrets. An evening without anxiety. That letter is not fantasy. It's a forecast, and only you can build it. Here's your legacy blueprint. Spend the first hour after waking in deep work, no phone. Lock 3 keystone habits: exercise, reading, journaling. Review weekly: what did I build that lasts a decade? Set a punishment: skip a habit, donate to a cause you hate. Break the year into 12-week sprints with public metrics. Delete one addictive app. Replace it with one legacy activity. Track the time saved. Neuroplasticity forms in 6 weeks. This is your brain, under reconstruction. Now pause. Seriously, pause and ask, if your daily routine were a person, would you hire them to build your dream? If not, fire your routine. Rewire the blueprint. Forget balance. Balance is seasonal. Obsession builds empires. Rest builds peace. But only after the battle. The lotus rests at night only after brutal sunlight. Rest with strategy. Sleep is sacred. Active recovery is not quitting, it's rebuilding. Plan rest like you plan war. Legacy must be measured. How many minds did you mentor? How many books did you write? How many lines of code still run without you? What lives because of you? In 2000, Akshaya Patra fed 1,500 kids. Today, 2 million meals daily. One steel plate started a legacy. Never underestimate small consistent service. Publish every Friday, whether it's perfect or not. Perfection is laziness in a scholar's robe. Push. Ship. Improve. Repeat. When stuck, apply the 2% rule. Just 2% extra intensity. Just 2% longer. Just 2% better. That's how empires scale without burnout. Visit an old cemetery. Most names don't mean anything now. Ask yourself, what will make yours unerasable? Write your one-page legacy contract. Sign it. Tape it on your desk. Read it out loud once a week. That's your new religion. Leave maps for others. Write tutorials. Give books. Teach for free. You don't build legacy by hoarding, only by passing it on. When this video ends, laziness will say, "Cool video, maybe try tomorrow. Legacy demands a reaction now. Write one sentence. Do one push-up. Invest 500 Indian rupees. Move. Act. Don't delay. Subscribe if you want to build with the 1% who choose action over apathy. Share this video if you know someone who's sleeping through their greatness. Now sit in silence for 10 seconds. No music. No visuals. Just your breath, and the sound of the choice you're about to make. Multitasking feels productive but bleeds your focus. 30 tabs open. 0 finished. Close them. Pick one. Win that battle. Then move to the next. Fragrance of flowers spreads with the wind, but legacy spreads in all directions. Act accordingly.